very good evening. Welcome to Prime TV News on Navam Full Moon Poya Day with me, Iftia Abdul Qadir. A look at your headlines first. Buddhists island-wide mark Navam Full Moon Poya Day. Ferry service to be commenced connecting India and Sri Lanka. 5,000 export villages to be launched. A supermoon can be witnessed today. And on news overseas, twin blasts in Syria kill 15 people. Those were your top stories, and now for the news in detail. Marking several significant events in the Sambuddha Shasana, Navam Full Moon Poya Day was celebrated today by Sri Lankan Buddhists all over the island. Arahat Sariyut and Mugalan Theras were elevated as two chief male disciples by Lord Buddha on a Navam Poya Day. The first Sangha Congression also took place at the Veluvanarammaya in Rajagahanuvara on a Navam Poya Day. Another significant event of the day is preaching of Ovada Prati Moksha to the Mahasangha by the Lord Buddha. Marking the Full Moon Poya Day, religious observances have been organized by each and every temple island-wide. Savanak Rest live program that is brought by the ITN network on every Full Moon Poya Day was telecast from the Viharagala Rajamaha Viharaya in Payagala. The religious observances were organized at the temple under the directives of Chief Incumbent, the Venerable Mangalagama Mettananda Thera. The sermon was delivered by Venerable Pimbure Somaratana Thera. ITN has also taken measures to telecast Tesatte Jnana Pujava live. The Shasana Loka program, which is aired by the ITN FM, was brought from the Viharagala Rajamaha Viharaya at Payagala. 10 novice monks were offered Dhamma books, and their parents were also appreciated at the event. Meanwhile, Sadham Yatra Dhamma program was held at the Pingwatta Sadharmakara Vidyartha Pirivena in Panadura under the patronage of President Maithripala Sirisena. Venerable Meeragahavatte Panya Siritera delivered the sermon. The annual Navam Perahara of the Gangarama Viharaya of Hulupitiya will parade the streets today. The Navam Perahara is being held for the 41st time. The first Perahara paraded on a grand scale last night. It was presided by Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, and the sacred relics were enshrined by him. President Maithripala Sirisena is scheduled to attend today's Perahara as the chief guest. More than 45 elephants will feature the Perahara, and a complete array of cultural items depicting upcountry and low-country traditions has been added to the event. The Colombo District Summit of the Let's Protect Children national program will be held tomorrow under the patronage of President Maithripala Sirisena. The initiative was embarked under the directives of President Maithripala Sirisena to create a safe environment in the country for children. An array of programs is being carried out island-wide to avert child abuses and other harms done on the kids. The national program is also intended to ensure nutrition, welfare and education of the younger generation. Children with special needs in the Colombo district will get financial support at the summit tomorrow. The president is also scheduled to give grants to Colombo district schools to obtain drinking water facilities. It is expected to provide grants for the child probationary centers as well. President Maithripala Sirisena paid his last respects to the late Venerable Royal Pandit Naramane Shri Buddharakita Thera. President Sirisena, who arrived at the Egoda Uyana Shri Jinendra Chaityaramaya in Moratua, paid his last respects to the Venerable Naramane Shri Buddharakita Thera. The President also extended condolences to venerable monks of the temple. Late Buddharakita Thera had written a number of Dhamma books and had been conferred with many honorary titles, including Sahitya Kirti, Shri Sadharma and Vagishwara. He was also conferred with the position of Mahopadhyaya of the Kalyani Samagri Sangha Sabha of Kotte. Preliminary measures are being taken to commence a ferry service between Kankesanture and South India. The project aims to connect major harbours in South India and the Kankesanture port and the Talimannar terminal. The Ministry of Ports and Naval Affairs states that modernization project of the Kankesanture harbour is underway at a cost of $45.2 million. The project is being funded by the Indian government. Following commissioning of the new ferry service, a joint railway service will be initiated between India and Sri Lanka. The two countries used to have a connected railway line a few decades back. The project will slash the cost need to be borne by travellers to India, including pilgrims to Dambadiva. The project is carried out under the instructions of Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. Measures have been taken to turn Kankesanture as a tourist and industrial zone. On to a headline-making story. Minister Daya Gamage says 5,000 export villages will be created countrywide. He added that the project will be implemented with the financial support from the World Bank. Minister Daya Gamage was speaking at a program held in Colombo to provide financial support for small and medium-scale entrepreneurs. Farmers of Dehiyattakandia, Padiyathalava, Mahaoya and Ampara, who engaged in cultivating export crops, received financial support. Under the project, the farmers were given 16 million rupees to implement their cultivations. Minister Daya Gamage observed that to improve country's export income, it is imperative to increase the volume of exportable goods. He also said that outflowing of foreign currency can also be prevented by increasing the production for local consumption. The minister said that he embarked the new project with the support of the World Bank to lend a helping hand for a complete range of exporters from small scale to mega scale. Sri Lankans will be able to see a supermoon tonight. According to astronomers, the supermoon will be visible at 9:23 p.m. today. The moon will be 6% larger than a normal moon and could be witnessed 14% brighter. You're watching Prime TV News, and still on the local scene, 185th Poyade Dhamma Deshana was held at the Carlton House in Thangala under the aegis of opposition leader Mahinda Rajapaksa. The Buddhist sermon was delivered by the Venerable Paranagama Indrasiri Thera. Opposition leader Mahinda Rajapaksa, his family members and residents of the area were part of the audience gathered at the religious program. The opposition leader also spoke to media following the Buddhist sermon. He said that they are ready to vie for any forthcoming election. Minister Sajit Premadasa says 200 Buddhist temples island-wide will be given new Dhamma school buildings. The minister was speaking at the opening of the construction work of the three-storied building to be built for the Ranasingha Premadasa Pirivena of Sri Vishuddharama Viharaya in Tissamaharama. The minister further said that he opposes the idea of politicization of Sambuddha Shasana and measures will be taken to improve temples island-wide under a 10-year plan. He pointed out that the 200 Dhamma school buildings project will commence concurrently countrywide. The event was attended by Mahanayaka of the Amarapura Nikaya, Agamaha Pandita, the most venerable Kotugoda Dhammavasa Thera. Still on local news, the National Summit of the National Intellectuals Organization was held at the Sugadadas Indoor Stadium in Colombo. Let's Build Sri Lanka was the slogan of the event, and the NIO's national policy was also launched at the event. Chairman of the National Intellectuals Organization, Dr. Chandana Abiratna, presided over the program, and a large number of youths was part of the program. The national policy has been set up by covering 10 major fields. A group of naval personnel attached to the Northwestern Naval Command during a search conducted in Kalpitia arrested 2 persons who were transporting sea cucumber without valid permits. The naval personnel also seized 598.1 kilograms of sea cucumber and a defender during the raid. The suspects have been identified as residents of Ukuwela and Kalpitia, aged 42 and 44 respectively. The arrested persons, along with the stock of sea cucumber and the defender, were handed over to the Kalpitia police for further investigations. IP of the Southern Special Investigations Unit, Kapila Nishanta De Silva, who was arrested in connection with the abduction of 2 businessmen, have been remanded till the 27th of this month. The order was given by the Galle Magistrates Court. The IP was apprehended in connection with the abduction of 2 businessmen in Ratgama yesterday. Meanwhile, Senior DIG of the Special Investigations Unit of the Southern Province, Ravi Vijay Gunawardena, has also been transferred to the police headquarters. The Pittigala police has arrested a suspect who has published defamatory comments of the police on the Facebook. A 22-year-old youth of the Puravagama area in Naran Ovita has been arrested in this connection. The suspect has published defamatory comments using a fake account on Facebook against the police. The suspect is scheduled to be produced before the Pittigala Magistrates Court. Meanwhile, 25 1,000 rupee counterfeit notes have been seized from Biagama. A 32-year-old individual from the Malvana area was taken into custody during a raid conducted at the Malvana town by police. The suspect will be produced before the Mahara court. Measures have been taken to restore the transformer and the electricity grid that were damaged by the bus accident which took place at Mahaveva in Chilau. 3 people were killed and 19 were injured in the bus accident that happened at Mahaveva. A bus that was plying from Vavonia to Colombo met with the accident. It is reported that the speedy bus had made an attempt to overtake a lorry and steered away from the road. The cost of the damage resulted from the accident exceeds 1.6 million rupees. Due to the accident, the Madampe area in Mahaveva lost electricity connection for 17 hours. Two people have been killed and 8 have sustained injuries in road accidents which took place in 2 places in the country. An accident took place at the Varakava area in Navalapitiya, resulting 2 deaths. The accident was caused since a trishaw had collided with a tipper. Driver of the trishaw and another individual have died on the spot. They are residents of the Ginigathena and Navakurunduatte areas. According to the Navalapitiya police, this accident is a result of the uncontrollable speed of the trishaw. Meanwhile, 8 people have sustained injuries in a road accident occurred in front of the St. Patrick Church on the Hatton Nuarelia main road. A group of pilgrims who were heading to the Shripada had met with the accident. The van had veered off from the road and collided with a wall. Police also say 4 people out of 8 injured are in a serious condition.